Luke, okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Luke, from India.
Good morning, sir. From Illinois,
Okay,
Chicago.
Chicago. I'm
Do you know
Sebastian.
Chicago?
I'm Sebastian,
Uh-huh.
living in the southern part of India. Um, I'm 60 years young. I'm
Oh,
60 years young, and always enjoying the beauty of living. My purpose, my intention, my responsibility is only to maintain that experience of living.
yes.
No other responsibilities.
So how do you define a good living experience?
The process is by expansion and contraction. The body is expanding and contracting. There is direct access into the self, not into the breath. The breath is a consequence because the body is expanding. So
Oh, okay.
the direct access is by focusing into the expansion. One will have the perfect clarity of oneness when one focus into that expansion. Is the most simple, very powerful. Symbol can be continuously maintained.
How
The
so?
yeah, the thing that which has brought us here, whatever has brought us here, is functioning. It has good life. So life is making me expand.
Just
Nature of
naturally.
Yes, naturally. The nature of its existence is expansion and contraction. Expanding into the space and digesting whatever has come into that space. The contraction gives clarity of whatever you are connected with. There is breath is there is food, there is water, there are many senses working to make this possible. So all the senses are working. We don't have to focus on all the senses. We only have to focus on the expansion. When we feel thirsty, we have to drink water. When we feel hungry, we have to take food. When we feel sleepy, we have to sleep. When we feel this, that, whatever it is, you have to work accordingly. But always,
What about what about emotions? Like how do you equate emotions into that?
yeah, when you maintain that expansion contraction perfectly, when you stay connected with the expansion contraction perfectly, then you are maintained already. If you are not connected with this expansion contraction, then your body will be connected with many activities around. That's the reason for association later turns into attachments and problems. Then you are emotionally connected. You are not physically connected. You are an emotionally connected being. You cannot maintain your harmony since you are emotionally connected. If you are sense connected with that expansion contraction, then you are what you are supposed to be. Nothing can go wrong. Never ever can anything differ in your experience. It's very simple, very powerful. Focus into the point where one can focus continuously. If you are connected with the people around, you are always having a memory bank. You are always having a
Yeah,
mind development because you are connected with many things that's happening around, and you are trying to fix things suitable for your experience, but you can never fix it.
that's discouraging.
Well, never can fix anything because you are fixed in a perfect position, perfectly functioning position. That is encouraging. Is functioning beautifully always. Something which is working perfectly. Why should you want to fix it? Your fixing is with the mind because of some desperate situation from the past. Past is trying to make amendments in the present, but you will struggle only. You focus into your experience based on what am I experiencing. You might have a kaleidoscope of experiences, but you can never fix those experiences. It is always relative. So You want to have stability, focus on expansion, contraction, which is happening always, even while you're sleeping, even when you're walking, doing this, that, whatever it is. The expansion and contraction is continuously happening for everything, even for the living as well as for the non-living.
So are you saying we're all connected? Is that what you were
Yes,
saying,
of
or that we're
course,
connected with nature,
exactly. We
with
are connected
nature only, or with everyone?
with everyone and everything, with nature as well as with the space outside, the space beyond, where we are cosmically connected also as well. That is where spirituality steps in. Spirituality means not triggered, not influenced by the created, beyond the nature. That is spirituality. Only when you maintain that clarity with the nature, you can have the spiritual connection opened in your awareness.
Hmm.
The
That's
the
hard to
oh,
do
pardon?
when like you're focused on your past experiences and trying to amend them in the present, as you were saying. I feel like, at least for me, it's not possible for me to be connected with my nature because I'm too uh I'm too focused on trying to amend things in the past. Does that make sense?
Well, it's a mental order. It's a mental order which is giving you responsibility. This is what I have to do, and you keep on doing it because it's a circle. The circle is trying to build strength, because you know there is weakness. You want to build strength. The more you struggle, the more you try to build strength, the more weakness will come. You cannot grow strength. You can connect with the strength. You cannot grow strength. No one can grow anything. You can just connect with that process of being. You can, everyone can get connected with the process of being, the formation. The formation, this is the formation. This is giving you information. The formation itself is having the fundamental information for each and everyone. We are taught that we are taught to behave like this and that in the society,
Right.
because of a parenting problem. It's parenting problems. We are connected with the parents, definitely, but how can we define parenting? How can we define parenting? That's a capacity prevailing in a mature person. A mother, the sense of mother, the presence of mother is a very important factor for understanding the parenting capacity. The sense cannot be distorted. In every time, whatever, how many generations has passed by, still the mother sense is always pure. Not the behavior of mother, the presence of mother. The presence of mother is always perfectly there. One's responsibility is to sense that motherly presence. That's the response. That's the primary responsibility of each and everyone. Not to sense the father, but to sense the mother. Through your mother, you will know your father also as well. You shouldn't have direct access to the father. Always have direct access to the mother only. The mother is the seat of all creation. So our bondage is with the mother only. So when you have access, where you have access, only there you can be. You are looking elsewhere where you don't have access, then you find problems. Where you have access to your living, you will not face problems. You're facing problems because you don't have access there. Everyone have access to their mother. So when you experience the mother's presence, then the information within your formation will naturally open. That is real power, the power of truth, the power of reality. That's the nature of one's existence beginning. So it is all about being the beings associated with the feminine. The feminine means the created. So once we are aware of that feminine presence, the purification has started naturally. We don't have to worry about the purification. Our capacity is to remain stably connected with that feminine presence, the motherhood. Once you are connected with that, then everything unwanted will get dissolved naturally, because it is nature's power to keep nature always safe, conveniently progressing. This
Hmm.
is the wonderful living. No one can fix it. No one can ever fix it. It is fixed perfectly. It is functioning perfectly, like day and night. Like day and night, the system is working continuously in every part of the world. In every part of the world, the system is always the same. To be, to be what is there to be, it is always the same. Nothing.
Are you saying that the essence of living is acceptance?
Pardon?
Are you saying the essence of living is acceptance of your reality?
I didn't get the first word.
Acceptance,
Acceptance of what?
your reality.
Yeah. For acceptance of the reality is definitely very important. Of course, the
Because we
reality.
can't change it, right?
Pardon?
Because we can't change it.
We can't change it. We can never change the formation. The fundamental of formation is definitely the most powerful bank that which we can depend on. It's a capacity. It's a capacity for millions of years. No one can distort that capacity to be. It's very powerful. That's the reason life is working here. You see, observe plant life. The plant life is there everywhere. Without plant life, we wouldn't be here. So plant life is always there. Even without we tending it, there is forest. There is beautiful, powerful forest. No one is watering it. No one is putting any manure into the forest. But the forest is always beautiful. When we
Yeah.
try to make when we try to make a garden, it's very difficult to maintain a garden. But the nature is making a wonderful, beautiful garden for everyone. But we are trying to make a garden within that garden. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, getting to know this process is very simple. Your heart is beating, your lungs is working. Get to know what is making this possible. So, you have to be with your sense. Never make your sense distorted by connecting with unwanted things around. Stay always connected with the self. Be selfish. In the beginning, you have to be very selfish. Don't suffer selfishness. Never suffer selfishness. Focus that I don't suffer my selfishness, nor anyone else should suffer my selfishness.
What do you mean?
By maintaining your clarity, you should be selfish. You should know what is happening within yourself, understanding the capacity prevailing in oneself. So, being selfish means understanding the self. From self only, I can understand what is happening, not from outside. If you are not able to understand what is happening within the self, there is no question raised, no reason for raising questions. Be sensible. From within only you can have sensitivity, not from outside. So the capacity to sense is connected with the heart function. Heart is pumping blood. So you have sense here, 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 everywhere of your body. And this sense is actually pulsing sense. It's a vibration. It is functioning like waves. The whole system is functioning like waves. So when your heart is working continuously within your sense, then you can feel the environment eventually. When another person is coming to your presence, you can feel that person. You can feel that person through your heart. So one should have the heart sense, not the memory sense. The heart sense is very important. It is live. It is giving you connection for all the things that is required. Nothing unwanted will come if it is with your heart sense. But with memory, many things will flow in, but you cannot handle it. You'll be desperate to handle all the memory things coming. Then you will have a confused mind.
Right.
So surrender everything. Surrender everything. Be selfish for a moment. Be selfish for a moment. Start sensing yourself. Understand the quality making me possible, not I. First, I should focus on me possible. What is the possibility of making me? Sense it, feel it. Then you will understand the beauty of creation. Once you are aligned with that beauty of creation, aha, the glory is happening continuously. There is no start and stop anywhere. There is nothing that I have started. There is nothing that I have started. So there is no question of ego because there is nothing that I have started. Everything is here, perfectly functioning always. So why should I have worries? I have worries because I initiated something. I want this to be like this here. Can I do it?
Yeah.
No. I am trying to fix things the way my mind is asking me to do. Actually, my mind is the reflection of the past only. It's not the present. The present means sensing yourself without memory. So, with expansion and contraction, getting along with the expansion and contraction, you will automatically, naturally get connected with the space around, not with people around, with the space around you, which is
Mhm.
not contaminated by anything or anyone. You have to keep
It
working.
feels contaminated.
Pardon?
It feels contaminated.
Pardon?
It feels contaminated.
Yes, the relationship with other people is always contaminated to begin with. The relationship with the space is not contaminated. So once you get connected with the space around you, then realization opens. Wow, wow, this is how it is happening. You will get exposed. One should get exposed. No, don't keep you hidden. You always expose yourself. Talk yourself freely. Then you can see the reactions of other people who are not stable.
Right.
Interact openly. Interact openly. Then you will see, feel the sincerity and strength of other people around you. Whoever can stabilize themselves will always stand stable in your presence. They will not buckle. They will always be there for you. Stable. Stability is very important. Stability is the most important criteria to maintain one's life continuously. So focus on that stability. You don't focus on results. I don't want any result. Results are meant by the universe. We don't have to focus on what should happen tomorrow. No, it is designed by the universe itself. So focus on myself, how well I can be with myself. So the more I am interested in myself, the clarity, the capacity to maintain myself in the given space, my personal space, my personal space. I have to, my responsibility is to get along with my personal space. Once that personal space is cleansed, then I will have clarity how the being is possible here. Once that being's capacity is opened in your experience, then the glory of living is very simple. It's not hard to open, it's very simple to open, and it is available for everyone. It has got no borders, it has got no limitation. for all living across the world. Everyone is eligible for this beauty of living.
It feels impossible to connect with my space because I feel very connected to my thoughts and my memories.
That's okay. Your
But I
memory is
live there.
always, your memory is weak. That's why it is painful. Your memory is not strong. It's weak. That's why it is painful. So a weak memory cannot help you. A weak memory can only suffer you. So
Right.
weakness is suffering. Strength is not suffering. So your memory is not strong. So you don't have to rely on the memory. So the capacity is still prevailing. You are living. Living is not a memory. It is live. It's perfectly happening now. It's very strong. It's very, very strong beyond any capacity to get destroyed. That living is a capacity prevailing. It's not a memory. So focus on the living. Your body is living, the expansion, contraction, which you can just now get connected. The body is functioning. Expansion, contraction. Focus very slowly. It's expanding and contracting. Always. No one can stop this. No one can start this, neither. It's not your memory, it is yourself itself. You have many things in the house. Some things, some tools are not working, some are working. Okay. But you are working. Your memory is connected with a lot of tools in and around you. Something is right, something is wrong, but it's still a memory. There are good things in your house, there are bad things in your house, but that's not you. Your memory is not you. Memory is something away from you, it is separated from you. It's separated from you. You are the perfectly living, breathing, expanding. So focus on the expansion. You can now immediately get connected with your real self, not with your memory self. Not with the memory self, the real self. When you get connected with the real self, you will know the reality continuously. The memory will never give you reality continuously. Only the self can provide the reality continuously. Only the self will provide the reality continuously. It is reliable with the self. With the memory, there is no reliability. So it's very important, stay connected with the reliability. Then responsibilities will be entertaining. Memory connected responsibilities will be nightmare.
Right.
Responsibilities connected with the senses of being is always entertaining. And it's very simple for everyone. It's very simple for everyone, for each and everyone. You are aligned in your personal space perfectly. If we focus into that, the capacity to maintain oneself will naturally open like a blooming flower. It's for all, each and everyone, no clash, no compromise required. Everyone is perfectly functioning beautifully, no worries. It's not possible because this function is made by the universe. So you are all inclusive. All inclusive means you are perfectly maintain yourself in the given space. The program, the operating software of being is very beautiful, very powerful. The operating software. We are always connected with many applications. When the operating software is perfectly aligned, the applications with the environment is quite natural. It's very simple. The applications are temporary. The operating software is permanent. So the master program is not taught in the school or in the colleges or in the university. In the universities and college and schools, we are taught for temporary applications only.
Right.
Everyone is forgetting the operating software. The fundamental essence of being is not brought into the attention. Everyone is focused on temporary applications, which is irrelevant. Only the relevance is based on the operating software, the OS. Once you are connected with the OS, that is the mother connection. The mother connection is the operating software beginning.
Okay.
Then you sense the operating software. Once you sense the operating software, then everything required will come to your responsibilities quite naturally. You will not be suffering your responsibilities. Instead, you will be enjoying your responsibilities. That mother-child connection. The mother-child connection is the beginning of the operating software. Feel your mother. It is there within you. Feel your mother. Not memorize your mother. Feel your mother. That mother is very important. No one can imitate a mother-child relation. It's not
Right.
possible to imitate mother-child relationships. No. It cannot be fabricated. No. It cannot be taught in the school or college or university. No. See, mother shared her own body. Mother was sharing her own body to us. So our body is completely the mother part. So if you don't understand your mother with your sense, then how can you maintain clarity in the given space? Mother is mother nature itself. Mother encompasses everything required for anything to prevail in that given space. So to understand the mother, you can focus on the expansion contraction. So there is no doubt. Should I do this, that? No confusion. When it comes to expansion contraction, there is no alternative. Even though it is dual, expansion and contraction, the oneness, the prevailing oneness is maintaining the expansion contraction. The duality is controlled by the oneness. So the
Okay.
all the body function is happening because of that stable oneness, that I factor. I am. No one can break this law of nature.
How do you
You don't
quiet your mind so that you can do that?
pardon?
How do you keep your mind quiet?
You don't have to try to keep your mind quiet. Let the mind do whatever it wants to do. But I am doing, this is the process. I am expanding and contracting. Let the mind is cluttered with many thoughts. Okay, let it be. Don't try to control the mind. You cannot control the environment. You cannot control the society. No, you cannot control anyone. You don't have to control anyone. You don't have to quiet the mind. Let the mind out. I think there's a hitch for the video. Don't worry. The video will come up after because I got a call. He just left. Mhm.